It is Mary.
And
And we would just to like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below, because today we are reviewing The Bachelorettes. Yes, it seems like we always forget that we have another show to watch on Mondays.
apart from the family
Chantel and 90 Day Fiancé, because it's like we learn about all of them so early because we have Discovery Plus, so we always forget to do The Bachelorette.
I know.
But we are here on a Thursday evening doing it.
Yeah.
But yes, we are going to go ahead and get right into it. Today it is hometowns, and Gabby is going first with Jason. Now, it was seeming like, you know, we were coming around to Jason when we were doing the hometowns and stuff like that.
Even though I've always said, quiet guys, reserved guys,
they
enough for them, because that whole, he has a mystery, I don't want anyone to have a mystery.
Yeah.
Who I'm trying to get to know.
But
you got to be careful for the nice guys and the quiet ones.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But you said the reason why you liked him was because he actually was straight up in the beginning.
Right.
He told Rachel, hey, I'm actually interested in Gabby. I'm not really interested in pursuing anything with you.
Yes.
So that's why, you liked him.
Yes.
But now, I mean, even I was coming around because it seemed like his family was really nice. Like his dad was quite emotional.
Really nice. Yes.
And I'm just like, well, what happened to him? Like, is he from a different tree? Because he is not emotional. He does not let people in.
He kind of reminded us. He kind of reminded you of, her brother and my son.
Yeah.
Because, he is very reserved as well, and we are, like bubbly, and that's not
him at all.
Yeah. So we were like, oh well, maybe he reminded us of him, and we're like, so we were kind of softening up to Jason,
but then he said something which was a little interesting.
Yes, when he went to talk to his mother, he was saying things like,
I'm not really sure.
He says, I can't process how this whole thing, how I feel so good about her. She really gets me and all this stuff.
But I don't see how I'm going to be able to do an engagement. And then he even was like,
try and stay true to himself.
And then he said, I'm going to need space after all of this.
Yes,
and you know who
make up his mind. And he said, I can never see myself getting engaged at this point. Can never. And his parents are going through they're separated now. He didn't say divorce. He said that his parents are separated. So I don't know if that's impacting him. It seems as though it does, because the mother was saying, like, the mother said, she asked him, how will you feel if she's no longer in your life? And then he says, I will feel really bad. And the mom says, my hope is that you don't get so distracted, which I thought was code for don't get so involved in me and your dad's relationship that you miss someone who is really good for you.
Yeah. Well, what I thought was very interesting was the fact that he said he needed space. And you know what other fool said he needed space before he promptly dumped her ass after the engagement? Mr. Bokikio from the courtship with Nicole. Y'all remember him? His courtship family. Y'all remember him? Yeah. Mr. Bokikio.
Yeah, he
said he needed space.
And as soon as he was over,
it was over.
He asked for his ring back.
Because as soon as he asked to engage her or whatever, I think it was a week later, he asked for the ring back. She stayed like a fool and said, I still want to work on it.
Come back.
A month later, he dumped her.
Yes.
So, yeah. Space is code for he ain't it, boo.
He don't want
but she don't notice. But me personally, I feel like she in her gut, she knows that Jason really isn't the one. Because she kept on asking.
Do you think he's ready for...
Girl, you know he ain't ready.
So there was something in her gut that was not really sitting right with him, and he said that he doesn't know if his mind may change in 2 weeks, but he can never see himself get engaged at this point.
My thing is with women, we all have guts and we all have instincts about people. We have got to go with it, but I know as women, sometimes we want confirmation, and sometimes it takes us having that extra push. Sometimes we doubt ourselves. Sometimes we're like, well, maybe it's something else. But if you have that instinct, like sometimes I don't necessarily want to call it instinct. I want to kind of say it's the universe.
Yes.
I feel like the universe sees everything and they understand everything. So
It's
when
like
you
God
get that
kinda tell
instinct,
us.
it's like your God-given instinct because God knows everything. When you get that feeling, you can't explain it, but you know that something is off. You should just go with it because it's a higher power, whether it be the universe or God, telling you that this person is not it for you. So that's why I always say it's just best go with your instincts. But I know
the soul.
it's like saying, "Hold up, boo."
Yeah.
Go sit down somewhere.
Halted the flesh.
Yeah.
Saying, not here.
Yeah, that's why I think it is. But sometimes we just need confirmation because we don't really know what that feeling is. Like we don't understand how powerful it is. But I mean, I've always felt like Jason was off. I don't want a guy who's mysterious.
Yeah.
Like what we playing? This is not an episode of Scooby Doo.
And the thing that's kind of got me annoyed about this, and the other guy who also said this to her, well, is thinking this way, said this to his family as well. What is annoying to me is that they came on the Bachelorettes. They know what is
it was a couple of guys who said they weren't ready for an engagement.
They know that at the end the woman is looking for an engagement. Why do you come on this show at all? It makes me think
you have ulterior motives.
Yeah, because you know what it is. So for you to say at this point I can never see myself engaged, why are you even here?
Take your ass on.
Yeah, so it's just it was just annoying.
Yeah,
so
but Rachel
she had another date with Johnny. Johnny came next before Rachel went out on her first date. Yes.
I thought they went back and forth. I was pretty sure that's what had happened.
No,
because it was Rachel and then it was Gabby. Then Rachel had her dates with Zach, and then they showed Gabby's date with Johnny, and then they showed her date with Tyler, which we'll get to in a second, honey. Okay. And then it was the other one.
Oh, okay. All right. So Rachel had a date with
Is that what you have in your notes?
Yeah. No, it's fine. We gonna go that way too.
Or do you want to go with Johnny first?
No. Let's go with Rachel. So who did she see first? She saw Zach.
She saw Zach.
Which I didn't think that they had a thing in the beginning.
I didn't either.
And I don't know if he has talked himself. Because he said he's falling in love with her now.
Yeah.
And his family seems really nice though.
I really love Zach's family for
they're
Rachel.
They're so positive.
Yeah.
They're so affirming. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And just the way they are with him. Yeah. I just love his family. Yeah. I just feel like someone from that family is going to be a good person, so it's like, oh yes, I will go for him now. Yeah. My doubts kind of went away. Yeah, same here. Yeah. I just felt like maybe he thought that the first day with Rachel was too much with that guy who she didn't even know. It was loud as shit. Yeah, maybe, yeah. I think he was like... too much. It's just like... Okay, even he couldn't vibe. But I thought it was nice because he took her to go see the airplanes, which I thought was so nice because it shows that he listens. And he listens and he takes into account, and he took her on a special date and everything. So they looked at the airplanes, there was a couch there. They talked and everything. They talked, So I thought that was really lovely. Yeah. And then he took her to see the parents and everything, which would turn out to be really good and everything. Yeah. But then I think it was Gabby's date with Johnny. Right. And how did you feel about Johnny? I don't really. Johnny's another mysterious person. I don't know why she liked mysterious men. He's also very quiet, but I do remember that when Johnny came out of the car, I looked at him and I was like, "Oh, I like the way he looks." When you see someone, but I have been wrong before because last time I liked Jamie, and he turned out to be the worst person in Bachelor history. So so I can't even go with that, Yeah. But Johnny also, he said to his family was great, and they loved Gabby for him. Yeah. And his father told him. They were the parents who were basically like, "What are you waiting for?" Yeah, he was hesitant. Was just just slightly irritated with him. Yeah, he's like, I mean, what are you? What is the issue? What is not? Why are you not there? Emotionally, I know you're there. Financially, you guys are gonna get there. Which I thought was cool for this man broke. But that's another topic. There's an inflation. Everything's so expensive now. Obviously, he needs Gabby's. He needs. You can do that too. He needs Gabby's, money to sustain a family and stuff like that. and she's an ICU nurse, so I know she's making very good money. But yeah, so the father was just like, and I guess he was also just resigned, like, and I was telling my daughter, sometimes with young people,
Yeah.
when true love comes to them so easily, sometimes, especially in your 20s, even if you're in your late 20s, you think to yourself, this came so easy. And then you start wondering, I'm sure there's somebody else out there maybe better.
Christine
I have time.
Stewart and Robert Pattinson, for one, is a great example.
Exactly. And,
I will never forgive her for what she did.
You think that, but then what happens, you miss that chance.
Yeah.
They get somebody really great and they have a good life because they were a good person to begin with. And you, probably another 10 years, you still haven't found anyone. Now you're older. Now you're really wanting someone to be in your life. And you miss that opportunity in your 20s. So I find a lot of young people, when it comes easy, and we have to remember, I always say, when stuff comes easy, some people say, oh, if it comes so easy, it's too good to be true. I don't think so. If it
True love
comes
is supposed to
easy,
be,
I feel like it's from God. When something happens so easy and there are no bumps in the road, I look at it as from God. That's how I look at it. When there are, like, you get that in your gut, your instincts flashing and little boulders,
and you getting whiplash
signs.
every other day.
No, that's not from God.
No.
And so I run the other way from that. But sometimes, that's how I feel. I think the parents, but you don't really know that when you're young, and I think that it's a shame. So Johnny, I feel that's how he is now. The parents look at Gabby, they're like, she's perfect for you.
She will be loyal.
But he is thinking to himself, well,
I can find somebody better, probably.
now that I'm here, maybe someone else will see me that's better. I don't know. But he also said that he's not ready for an engagement. Why are you here? Why are you here? This is not ready to love, where you're just trying to find someone to date.
For foolishness.
This is the Bachelorette, okay? Where at the end of the day, the end goal
you put a ring on it.
Put a ring on it.
Yes.
Then you go to a show. Why don't you go to Ready to Love? Go to a show. Go to a show where...
Well, that's for black people.
No, it's not just for black people, I don't think. Go find other shows. There are other dating shows out there
of course,
where you can find someone to go date.
Yeah.
Go do that instead.
Even Bachelor in Paradise.
Bachelorette. It's annoying.
Even
Bachelor in Paradise.
But
right?
even they have engagements at the end of their stuff, though. Like...
So, just miss me with that. But anyway, that's what Johnny did. And so Rachel goes out with Tyler.
This was just
Tyler
so
is the next
uncivilized. That's how I felt, and I just thought it was wrong.
I never thought Tyler was her type. Rachel has a type. She wants someone who is tall. She wants someone who is athletic looking. Okay? She's not dealing with someone because she is short herself, right?
She doesn't want to have
two heels. She doesn't want to be the same on an eye level with you.
Yeah, like she can look at him like this. You don't break your neck. Oh,
yeah.
You don't have to break
also
your neck.
That she likes someone with a deep voice too. So
what
Tyler,
you trying to say about Tyler?
It's not it. You don't have the height, you don't have the voice, and you don't have the body. I'm sorry.
You said that like thank you next.
So anyway, they did go to the fair. Apparently, he has an apartment. Not too far,
and he
he apparently
works at the carnival. I think that just did her in. That actually did her in.
That was another dig because when he says, "Oh, I have to
close up the pier,"
I have to come and close up, and he goes.
She said, "Oh my God!"
You could see her look like bleak, and then he's there, close up the pier. He's just thinking that he has got solid gold. He'd already introduced her to his friends.
He should have acted like he didn't even work at that place. Not that it's anything bad working at a fair, but I'm not trying to take care of a little boy. I am a pilot. I have gone to college, and you're here in some little shaggy apartment working at a carnival, and not showing you any digs, Tyler.
But
no dig. But I'm just
this is accomplished, right?
I don't think she wants somebody who working at the carnival next door.
Because when he says, yes, I have an apartment over there, she says, oh, you have an apartment. It was
not like he owned it, but like he rented.
I know, like it was almost as if I don't know. I guess she wants someone who owns a house. Like she said, "Oh, you have an apartment," and you seem proud. And
no, listen. If she had any sexual attraction towards that man, it went below the gutter where the rat resided. Yeah. That's where her sexual attraction went, if she had any at all.
After that, and by the time he went in to go close that
the pier, and you left me to go walk to the dock by myself
while you closed up the pier.
You closed up your job. Yeah, that shit was over, and it was done with.
And then he showed all his friends. Who worked.
She said, "I can't do this. I can't do this."
Yeah, she was like, "I don't really see my life here." He was a rap. Anyhow, what she did was
that was beautiful.
He sat down and he started to tell her he was talking very, very fast.
Me personally,
and he says, "I love you." He was not reading the room.
He was reading the room. That's why he was saying it so fast. He was reading the room. He was seeing the shit hit the fan before his eyes, and he said, "God, let me just say some sweet things. Let me rope her back in. I gotta rope her back in. That's why. Yes, really? I swear, that's what he was doing.
Get in the comments and tell us if you think.
That's what this man was doing. Like, he literally was like, okay, I have to try to make this work. I don't know what happened, but we gotta reel the fish back in. That's why he was talking about it so fast. Like, he just would not even let her get a word in. And then his lip was shaking. And then he looked like he had a twinge of annoyance.
Like this, her hand shaking.
She was like, she's Tyler, but I can't.
So it was a wrap. She left him there, and
which I thought was just so wrong. So I'm just like, you couldn't even like get it to like you couldn't. Personally,
you said she had to put on her big girl drawers.
I said you should put on your big girl drawers. Went through it.
Family.
I say, girl, she should have had a shot or two. Been a little. Yes, I said you should have popped a pill. You should have had a shot of something and been like, look, I don't want this man, but I'm gonna be a little tipsy so I can be nice to these people. They can't see the horror and disgust in my face that I'm here with this man.
And then
just dump at the rose ceremony. That's what I would have done.
She likes
personally.
Tyler. She respects him. He has been very nice to her. And she knew his family was going to be very nice to her.
No, but that's not it.
And so she just didn't want to. So she let him go, and he went home just as his family is talking and saying, "I can't wait to see her."
No, but the reason why I say she should have just gone through with it is because they already know there are 3 other men there or 4 other men there.
Yeah.
So they already know there's a chance that she won't take him.
Right.
But for you to come, do half a date, and then back out to not even see the family just gives me punk vibes. And as soon as I see you at the reunion, I'm cussing you out. That's where I would be as a parent. Because who does that? That's so uncivilized. You should have just came and been like, look, you guys are great, made small child, whatever. Take your 2-3 shots, girl. Be a little tipsy so you can take your mind off it and just go through with it. That's what I would have did. Wallahi, that's what I would have did.
But you know something else. So
I'm not going to do that to somebody's family. That leave you to go deal with it and say, and then it makes them think the date was so bad. She had to dump his ass right then and there. That's what it gives. That's the vibe it's giving. I couldn't.
Him so much.
No, that ain't nothing. So this man was building up great ego this whole entire time, and then you realize, oh shit, this is getting serious. I can't do this. I didn't think that through.
I know. Well, she had to get ready for her next date, which was with Tito, who she really liked. So
we forgot about Enrich.
She had to let Tina go. But let's go to Eric.
Yes.
We're back to Gabby, and this was her last date, and this was with Eric.
Sorry, Tyler.
And Eric had said something to her. He said that he needed
her to meet her parents for him to make this
forward. Right. And his mom, when he went there, his father is suffering from terminal cancer
for 3 years now.
And he came back each year. And his mom was like, she was so sweet. She's like, they've been together for that 35 years, and she was like, I keep on watering that flower.
What flower?
The father. She keeps on watering the flower, and he continues to come back. Because like Eric told her that he could have died 3 times before, but this 3rd time has been very hard. He was in the ICU for 40 days.
Ugh.
And he told her how wonderful the ICU nurses were, and she's an ICU nurse.
Personally, I don't know if I would be able to do it. Like, if my parents is dying, I'm damn sure not going on a show. Like, mentally, I don't think I could put myself in that position. So I commend him for even doing it and still being so nice to her throughout the whole thing. Which I thought he would. He has been. I've been the biggest fan of Eric.
But remember, I did say, like, that day when he got to him, we thought that Eric was gay.
We did. We're sorry.
But then, well, I still don't know if he is. But the thing, well, I did tell you, like, she got to him.
If he was gay before, he died now.
When they went for the dinner, right? They went for the dinner, and the way she leaned on him and cried to him,
and sat on his lap very differently,
just cuddled herself like a little child on his neck. It was something shifted in him, because I said if this man is gay, he has become bi because of Gabby, because you could see that he was moved by her.
Yeah, for sure.
You could see that it was something about her that really touched him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On that level. And it was just beautiful to see. And so I just felt this is one of the relationships that I felt is authentic. Just because we already saw him being moved by her.
Yeah.
Right? And but his mom told him something. She said, and told her, you don't take marriage stuff lightly. Like,
you have to stay no matter what.
Life. You stay no matter what. Right.
Yeah.
And
which I thought was very good, because then it shows that Eric, he also knows what that really means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I thought that was quite interesting and everything.
The only thing, though, is, I have dealt with people who have passed away in my life, but the only thing when someone passes away, like his father has passed away, I think
he died like a few days after he met Gabby.
I think they said like a few days after, yeah.
So he probably died while they were over there in Mexico. Because, it's a week. They said a few days. They didn't say a few weeks.
Yeah. But, what I feel also with him, you were saying something about the parents, like he should have stayed with his father. But any parent will tell you that you will push your child to go. Don't stay with me as I am passing away. Don't sit here.
I couldn't do it, because I'm like, if my parent dies and I'm not there, that would kill me.
No, but you know what?
Just lock me up in the same
asylum. But you know what will get... No, because what happens is, if you're there with a parent, while that parent is actively dying, and you put up things that you wanted to do for yourself, that parent feels horrible. You're letting them die feeling terrible, because they're going to think that when I pass away, this child is not going to be able to go forward.
But that's not it, though. I feel like if a parent dies, though, I feel like you're never going to have that time with your parents ever again if they pass away. But you will always have a lifetime of experience to like accomplish stuff and get things done. So if I'm staying there while they're in their dying days, I'd rather do that than to me go accomplish some things in their dying days, and then they pass away and I wasn't there.
Yeah,
I can't do that.
But you know something. You feel at peace knowing that your child is going on with their life. That's the only thing that a parent wants for a child. And I feel as though it's the responsibility of whoever is the living person. I feel like just be there and honor the wishes of that person who's passing away. That's how I feel.
But
because
it's like now the father has died, and you only got to see him once before he died.
You've seen him all this time. You've been seeing him all this time, really. There's no point you being there. The last thing a parent wants is, as I'm passing away, my child crying. You're just like, oh boy. If I don't think my soul is going to be rest, or it will be able to go where it's supposed to go, because it's like, that child is crying. Like, don't do that. But I know you're not a parent, but parents, tell me what you think. How do you see it? But I think it's okay.
So that
anyway,
was.
That
Oh,
was
but she
with
said
Eric.
so she said that she's excited to tell him about how she feels.
Yeah.
What I loved is that he actually told her that I think he said either I'm in love with you or I'm falling in love.
He's falling in love with her.
He's falling in love. And then she told
repeated,
him, and I thought it was very sweet.
I know.
But let's talk about the date from hell with Tino.
Oh my God, with Tino.
I just got
and
one thing to
Rachel.
say,
Go
one
ahead,
thing
girl.
only. The apple don't fall far from the goddamn tree. Father like son. That father was.
It's
and I'm sorry. I don't disrespect
order.
my elders, but he was an
order.
ass wipe.
He is, yeah.
I'm just like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know what he was trying to do. Like, he's one of those parents,
Yeah.
which, I can relate. But he's one of those parents that will look you in your eye and try to say, oh, I support you,
Yeah.
but really will do everything to make sure that you're not a success.
Yeah.
And will go and try to stab you in the back.
Yeah, he was something else.
I'm getting PTSD from
Even
that.
when he kept on firing questions at Tino. Tino was all demurred, and then the father
And
was
then
like,
even
I
he
gotta
said-
take you out.
No, because
Man
he
to
said
man,
that,
we gotta
are
talk.
you guys going to have an engagement? Like, what do you see? Like, are
Yeah.
you going to be engaged or what after this? He said, yeah, for sure. He said, I got to take you
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
Like, he was going to beat his ass. Like, you said.
As tiny as you are, he's a big dude. Like, just go sit yourself somewhere.
I just thought it was very odd. And
Yeah.
then, of course, he went and he was... Oh, wait, do you have anything you want to say about that exchange?
Well, he kept on saying, he says, because when she went, she was like, I just really want them to like me before she got there. And he was like, well, once she knocks it out of the park, then we'll be able to be together. Which I was like, okay, I guess it's based on this. But yeah, the mother
But I thought it was
her,
very odd that he said, because he kept on saying before they even got there, they're going to like
They're
you.
gonna
They
like
definitely
you.
going to like you.
As long as I like you, they'll like you.
Like he said, he didn't give a damn. And then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, his parents' opinion mattered. Like
Yeah.
a scared little child or whatever. Like, I thought
Yeah.
it was very odd.
Yeah. And even the father, when he was talking to her, he's like, so convince me that you know him. And when she was trying to tell him about Tino, oh, he's very positive. The father was like,
Girl, bye.
and positive and this and that. And then he says, well, this is not your first go around.
You said not to beat down a dead horse, but this is not your first go around or whatever.
I mean, you've been through this before.
So I thought that was
I
very
was
telling,
like,
because remember,
oh my
y'all,
God.
Tino was the jackass who decided that he was going to take Rachel to the staircase where she was crying before,
Right,
to
about
remind
13.
her of where she came from and try to make that a good experience.
Yeah.
So I thought it was very interesting that the father said
did
that.
the same
So
thing.
Tina was also saying that.
Yeah.
That's why I said he ain't the one for her.
And then when the mother asked her, oh, tell me about Tino. What do you like about Tino? He gives blood. The mother said, I said, Rachel, I mean, at some point she looked like she wanted to cry. At some point
She
looked
tried
like,
so hard. She's
yeah,
like, I'm not giving these people my tears.
Yeah.
I'm going to get it today.
Yeah. And after that, she was just pretty, once they sat down, she was like, okay. After they all had talked to,
She
Tino
basically
and herself,
dismissed them.
she's like, okay, well, thank you very much. And whatever. And Tino was like, yes, thank you. Okay, we'll see you all. And she didn't hug anybody. She was gone.
She went outside,
Yeah.
and then he was basically saying that
They
I don't
love
think
you.
it.
They adored you.
She's like Tino.
Tino. They did not like me.
But then he goes and says, I'm falling in love with you or whatever,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And then she said, oh, I'm falling in love with you too,
He
which I
says-
thought was very odd.
He says, you make me feel appreciated. So it's
I don't
like
wanna
this
say
man is going to be work. You're going to have to work for this man's
And then
love.
when she
It's
said
too
it though,
much.
he had a cold stare. And then it was like, he was like, wow, I wasn't expecting you to say that. I wasn't expecting it either.
Yeah.
I was expecting her to say this is going to work and
Yeah.
to go. But, like I said, she is an abuse victim, so she is still going through that.
And she said,
Abuse victim syndrome.
Yeah, I don't want to and then he says, I don't want a future without you. I'm just like,
Not by force. Anyway.
so anywho,
I
that
thought
was it.
yeah.
You guys let us know what you think.
But it's Mary.
And we saw the preview. Apparently, something happens to Gabby.
Yeah.
Because they come out and say that
Somebody
Gabby
says that,
will no longer be here.
Yeah, and then also he says that somebody doesn't love her anymore or whatever, that he can't love her. I'm sure it's
Yeah,
Johnny.
why can't
or
I
it's,
love her or something?
I think it was Johnny or it was Jason. I'm leaning more towards Jason though.
I thought it was Eric.
But he's already said I'm falling in love with you though.
Maybe he changed his mind. I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, y'all, it's Mary.
And Amma.
We invite you guys to like,
and subscribe.
share,
And comment.
down below.
You know what I was thinking? Maybe it was those two guys. I think it was those two guys probably.
Yeah.
Who told her
That they don't see an engagement.
yes, and maybe
Yeah.
that's why she was upset. Anyway.
Bye, y'all.